Sam, but Sea Pigeon now moving into top gear to take second, on the run to the final flight now, and Ron Barry going awfully comfortably on Sea Pigeon. I think he can take the lead whenever he wants. This is the final flight, and Sea Pigeon in fact just pings the last and touches down ahead, and it's all over surely for the favourite. He's winning on a tight rein in fact, Sea Pigeon, from Superb Sam, who's run a good race but has no answer for the favourite's final turn of finishing speed. And this is Sea Pigeon maintaining his unbeaten record over hurdles, the third on the trot for him, coming home, ears pricked, a long way clear, and up the line it's Sea Pigeon the winner. Superb Sam passes the post now second, Young Thomas finishes third, Marcus Lady is beaten at last, she finishes fourth, then 5 Wylam Boy, 6 is Loop the Loop, 7 Skyjack, and 8th and last but not yet anywhere near the line is Pathy Disc.
So now broken record.
Well, won by Dodd. Put up by Hector, free kick to Stoke. Hudson will take it. Stoke puts Smith forward. And Thomas didn't know that Smith was there. Salmons, Greenough, yes! What a beautiful goal! What a cracker! 2-1 to Stoke. That really was quite magnificent. All coming about through the error in the Derby defence. Smith coming away to Rob Bolton. Salmons knocking that ball in, a magnificent diving leap by Jimmy Greenough into an unguarded net, or unguarded by the goalkeeper.
10 up, being pressed by Beulah, and Beulah trying to become the first horse in National Hunt history to win a champion hurdle and a Gold Cup. Soothsayer's not far behind him. Glanford Briggs in contention. Highcan is right out of it, but it's 10 up now, being pressed by Beulah and Soothsayer. And as they come to it now, the second last, it's 10 up from Beulah and Soothsayer on the far side. 10 up Tommy Carberry, Buba, John Frankham as they come to the second last. 10 up jumps it in the lead. Beulah jumps it second, but Beulah now coming to challenge 10 up. Soothsayer on the far side, and there's very little in it between the trio as they come to the final fence. 10 up in the centre, Beulah on the near side. There's very little in it now. 10 up and Beulah. 10 up looks as though he's going to touch down to the lead. He touches down to the lead. Beulah makes a mistake, and inside the final 150 yards, it's 10 up for Ireland and Beulah for England, with Soothsayer back in third, and 10 up is going to win the 1975 Gold Cup. He's forging clear in the Arkle colours, ridden by Tommy Carberry, to win the Gold Cup. 10 up wins the Gold Cup. It's very close for second, with Soothsayer just getting up to edge Beulah out of second place.
They're wandering away to the far side of the field, and it looks to me as if it's broken out again. It's broken out again, and now this time a complete free-for-all. Lee and Hunter were walking across to the far side, and it all started all over again, and I'm sure they must have been sent off this time anyway. Gordon Guthrie taking Lee away, and the referee still trying to sort it all out. Lee being led away by Dave Mackay on the left, the manager of Derby, and Hunter's going as well, and whether or not they were sent off the first time, they're certainly off the second.
Well, first the team news, and Leeds United have sprung a shot. Billy Bremner captains the side, but I think even he was surprised when Jimmy Armfield, the manager, announced that Norman Hunter would be on the substitutes bench and Madeley would wear this number 6 shirt, and Lorimer is out of the team, he's on the subs bench as well, and the number 7 shirt goes to the Welsh international, Terry Yorath. Played now 10 minutes, and there have been 2.5 minutes at least of injury time. The inevitable Giles for Leeds. Jordan, good flick to Bremner! 1-0. The perfect ball from Giles, precision stuff. Great flick by Jordan, and Bremner left free by bad marking, makes it 1-0 after just over 10 minutes. The perfect start for Billy Bremner, the Leeds fans, and Leeds United. Really drilled home by Bremner. A superb goal but bad defensive play by Barcelona. The supporters all ready for the start of the second half, and it's Leeds United to kick off. The ball at the feet of Jordan, who had such a good first half. Torini. Ranfarini. Jordan. Yorath. And once again, it developed through Paul Reaney on the right. Reaney's second run, the ball broke for him there. It was all a bit untidy, but Jordan got it back. Ran loose to Clark, and the easiest possible chance tucked away with devastating effect.
Lanzarote in the lead from Flash Imp in second, Calzado third. True Song is 4, 5 Tree Tangle, 6 is Comedy of Errors. Then comes Mr. Straight and Bumble Boy, and behind them comes Supreme Halo, who's making ground, and then Rebo Saint. And coming up towards the top of the hill, and it's Lanzarote and Flash Imp. These two from Tree Tangle, then True Song. Then comes Mr. Straight. Behind Mr. Straight is Supreme Halo making ground. Then comes Bumble Boy, then Comedy of Errors. Behind Comedy of Errors is Rebo Saint, and they're beginning the run down the hill now. And it's Lanzarote, the reigning champion, in the lead from Flash Imp in second. Tree Tangle going well in third. 4 is True Song. 5 desperately trying to make ground now is Comedy of Errors. Then comes Mr. Straight, and then Supreme Halo still making progress. And still a long way to the second last flight as they miss what would have been a jump now, and it's Lanzarote being pressed by Flash Imp and Lanzarote. Then comes Tree Tangle, then just in behind them come Comedy of Errors, now beginning to improve, but it's Flash Imp and Lanzarote from Comedy of Errors and Tree Tangle, these 4 ahead now of Mr. Straight and Rebo Saint as they come to the second last now in the 1975 champion hurdle. It's Tree Tangle that hits the front. Tree Tangle from Flash Imp and Comedy of Errors coming on the outside as Lanzarote loses ground, and it's Tree Tangle and Comedy of Errors. Tree Tangle and Comedy of Errors together now. Flash Imp is in third and Mr. Straight 4. And Comedy of Errors coming to take it up now on the stand side from Tree Tangle and Flash Imp on the far side. Comedy of Errors with a length advantage at the last over Tree Tangle. He jumps in the lead. Tree Tangle second, Flash Imp third, Mr. Straight 4. And now racing to the final 150 yards. And Comedy of Errors getting a tremendous reception as he strides away to win back his title in tremendous style. It's Comedy of Errors from Flash Imp and Tree Tangle, and as they come to the line, Comedy of Errors is the winner. It's Flash Imp in second, Tree Tangle is third, and 4 Mr. Straight, and 5 is Rebo Saint, and then comes Bumble Boy and Lanzarote, and then True Song. Behind True Song is Supreme
Welcome again to the big match.
They've got just under 2 furlongs to go, and it's Pat Edry on No Alamny now motoring away from the opposition. Bo Konsky on the far side in second, Sefton Court third, then comes Cleaver Rib in fourth, and that's a leading for as they come out of the dip on towards the final furlong. And it's No Alamny in the lead from Bo Konsky on the far side, Sefton Court on the near side, Liberous Rib, and that's the way they're going to finish. They've got 50 yards to go, and as they come out towards the finish, the Craven Stakes, is No Alamny is the winner.
The contribution that you have to make has slowly but surely got lost.
Well, it's inevitable because perhaps it's been overworked.
Whose fault's that, Brian?
That is perhaps my fault because I'm the one that says yes or no to interviews and to journalists, etc., etc.
And decide what you're going to say.
Oh, of course.
Because we don't put words in your mouth.
No, I don't, but you ask me questions you wouldn't dare ask anybody else.
Well, that's not true, actually.
Isn't it? Well, I suggest you get along to the England team manager and ask him some crackers, because I would love to. Did you get an answer?
And the white flag up there under starters' orders. Kilmore Boy being led up to join the others. The starter appealing to them to wait. And Feel Free has his back to the tapes. When he turns, they'll just about all be facing the tape. And they've gone. Spitting Image just a little bit slow. Southern Quest a little bit slow. And as they race down towards the Melling Road, Junior Partner is one of the first to show. And it's Junior Partner, and Glen Owen was towards the outside. Simulator going up to take it up. And it's Simulator now from Junior Partner and Glen Owen. Then comes Rough House. Then on the outside is Money Market. Then comes Glanford Brigg and Lescargo. And Even Dawn right up with them. But it's Simulator and Junior Partner as they come to the first. And we join John Hanmer.
Simulator in the lead with Feel Free in second place. Glanford Brigg close up on the inside. So too is Lescargo. So is Junior Partner. One of the back markers, Rough Silk, jumped it slowly. Ragtrade jumped it slowly. The faller was Shane Man, the only faller at the first. But his rider's up very quickly. And Simulator leads over the second from Glanford Brigg. And Junior Partner is down. Badly interfered with Glen Owen. And another faller was Clear Cut, and as they go to the ditch, the third fence, it's Simulator in the lead from Feel Free, then Glanford Brigg, then Lescargo and Rough House, then comes Money Market, and Royal Relief made a bad mistake at the rear of the field, but as they go to the fourth, it's Simulator from Feel Free and Glanford Brigg, and over to Julian Wilson.
And Simulator's down at that one, and that leaves, and also down is Rough House. Rough House is on the floor. And another faller at that one I can't see, but as they come to the next, it's Feel Free from Glanford Brigg towards the inside, and these two are clear. That's the fifth fence, and they're over it. Feel Free from Glanford Brigg, then Lescargo. On the outside of Lescargo is the Dickler going very strong. Red Rum's about in the centre of the field. Right at the back is Rough House, and Castle Ruddery refused there as they run down to Beeches. And the two leaders at Beeches are Feel Free and Glanford Brigg. Those two clear over it, and they both cleared it from the Dickler. After the Dickler, and Spitting Image is a faller at that one, and April 7th has also gone at Beeches, and as they run down to the next, the two leaders are Glanford Brigg, who jumps it clear from Feel Free, and third place is the Dickler, in fourth place is Bo Bob. Lescargo made a mistake in fifth place, in sixth is Glen Owen, in seventh is Southern Quest, then comes High Ken and Money Market, after that comes Tudor View, and Royal Relief is a faller at that last one. Spanish Steps is still with the field as they come to the canal turn, and over it was Glanford Brigg from Feel Free. Bo Bob jumps it in third, the Dickler is fourth, High Ken is fifth, Southern Quest is sixth, Lescargo is seventh, eighth is Money Market, then comes Tudor View and Glen Owen. And Ballyrichard again was a faller at that one as Glanford Brigg jumps Valentine's in the lead, and all the leaders are over Valentine's. The field headed by Glanford Brigg from Feel Free, then Bo Bob and the Dickler, then High Ken and Southern Quest, then Lescargo and Money Market and Tudor View as we rejoin John Hanmer.
And Glanford Brigg in the lead from Feel Free, then comes Bo Bob and Southern Quest, then the Dickler. Behind the Dickler is High Ken, then Lescargo, Tudor View, Money Market, Manitou Bay as they come to the next. And Glanford Brigg over first, Feel Free second, then Bo Bob, Southern Quest, the Dickler, High Ken, then Lescargo and Tudor View, Manitou Bay, Money Market. Behind Money Market is Spanish Steps, and Red Rum just in behind those and going easily at the moment. And Glanford Brigg the leader from Feel Free, Bo Bob, Southern Quest, the Dickler, High Ken, Lescargo, Tudor View, Manitou Bay, Money Market, then Kilmore Boy, Red Rum. Behind Red Rum, Spanish Steps, then Halley Percy and Glen Owen, then Landlark, Ragtrade. Behind Ragtrade is Even Dawn, but as they go back onto the race course, it's Glanford Brigg in the lead from Feel Free, Southern Quest and Bo Bob, and over to Peter O'Sullivan.
Yes, Glanford Brigg blazing the trail and at a cracking pace too, with Bo Bob right up there and Southern Quest towards the outside, and Feel Free comes next. Then a little gap to High Ken, who's going well with the Dickler just in behind him, and then Lescargo, then Manitou Bay. Behind Manitou Bay is Tudor View. Behind Tudor View is Money Market on the inside of Kilmore Boy, and then comes Red Rum, and just in behind Red Rum is Halley Percy with Glen Owen and Spanish Steps, and then Ragtrade, and then Landlark. Coming to the next now, and Glanford Brigg drunks it in the lead from Southern Quest, and Feel Free's a faller there. Feel Free has gone at that one, and as they come up towards the next, he's brought down Tudor View. It's Glanford Brigg. Glanford Brigg still in the lead from Southern Quest. Then comes Bo Bob on the inside, then Lescargo. Just in behind Lescargo is Manitou Bay, and then High Ken, and then the Dickler, and then Money Market and Spanish Steps, and behind them Red Rum and Kilmore Boy, and then Ragtrade. Then comes Landlark, and then Halley Percy as they come to the chair, led by a pack of loose horses who could cause a pack of trouble here. And it's Glanford Brigg who jumps it in the lead from Bo Bob on the outside, then Southern Quest, and then Lescargo and Manitou Bay, and then the Dickler. Landlark was brought down there. And as they come to the water, it's Glanford Brigg in the lead from Beau Bob. Just in behind Beau Bob is Southern Quest, and then the Dickler and Manikou Bay, and then High Ken, and then Lescargo. Behind Lescargo is Spanish Steps, and then comes Red Rum, then Kilmore Boy and Rag Trade. Behind Rag Trade is Money Market and Glen Owen. Behind Glen Owen is Halley Percy, then comes Ballyath and Rough Silk. They're the only ones left standing, and as they go out into the country on the second circuit, it's Glanford Brigg in the lead from Beau Bob, Southern Quest, High Ken, Lescargo, the Dickler. Then comes Spanish Steps and Manikou Bay and Money Market and Red Rum and Kilmore Boy and Rag Trade and Glen Owen, and then Halley Percy, and it's back to John Hanmer.
And Glanford Brigg the leader, then Southern Quest and Beau Bob and Lescargo, then Red Rum taking close order, then comes High Ken as they jump the 17th. Glanford Brigg jumped it well in the lead, all the leaders over safely. Southern Quest is second, Lescargo third, then High Ken, then comes Beau Bob and Red Rum, then Kilmore Boy and Rag Trade, the Dickler going easily on the inside just behind the leaders as they jump the 18th. And again, all the leaders over it safely, with Glanford Brigg disputing it with High Ken and Southern Quest, then the Dickler, then Lescargo and Red Rum. Behind Red Rum, Manikou Bay, then Beau Bob as they jump the ditch, and High Ken jumped to the front. A magnificent lead by High Ken, and he's out in front now of Southern Quest, then Glanford Brigg, Lescargo, the Dickler, Red Rum, then Manikou Bay, Kilmore Boy, Money Market under pressure, then comes Spanish Steps as they jump the next over to Julian Wilson.
And High Ken clears it in front. What a ride Barry Brogan's having. Glanford Brigg's on his inside towards the outside as Red Rum cruising up towards the leaders. Just on his inside is Southern Quest. Just behind these is Lescargo. The Dickler's there on the inside. Then comes Manikou Bay and Kilmore Boy as they jump the one before Beeches, and High Ken has gone. High Ken's a faller at that one, and the ones behind him have just escaped the trouble. And that leaves Glanford Brigg in front again from Red Rum, cruising up on the outside of Southern Quest. And these are the three leaders as they come to Beeches for the second time. Glanford Brigg from Southern Quest and Red Rum. Then comes the Dickler and Lescargo at Beeches, and Southern Quest over from Red Rum and Glanford Brigg. Then comes the Dickler. The leaders are all over. Lescargo's next from Money Market and Manikou Bay, then Kilmore Boy. Just behind Kilmore Boy is Spanish Step, and Beau Bob is a faller at that one. And at the 23rd, and it's Red Rum who makes a slight mistake there, and Southern Quest is back in front from Glanford Brigg and Red Rum. Then comes the Dickler in fourth, Lescargo is fifth, Manikou Bay is sixth, then Money Market on the outside of Kilmore Boy. Then comes Spanish Steps as the leaders race towards the canal turn for the last time, and it's Southern Quest on the outside of Glanford Brigg. Red Rum is over in third, the Dickler is fourth, Lescargo is fifth, then Manikou Bay sixth, then Spanish Steps and Money Market, Kilmore Boy, and they're a long way in front of Glen Owen. Then comes Halley Percy and Rag Trade as the leaders jump Valentine's, and over it was Southern Quest from Red Rum. Red Rum takes the lead from Southern Quest. Kilmore Boy was a faller at that last one. Glanford Brigg still there in the inside, as is Lescargo. These four almost in line. Then comes the Dickler in fifth. Spanish Steps moves into sixth. Then after that is Money Market and Manikou Bay as we rejoin John Hammer.
And Red Rum in the lead from Southern Quest, Lescargo, then Glanford Brigg and the Dickler. These all closely grouped, and they're clear of Spanish Steps and Money Market. Then comes Manikou Bay, and over the next Red Rum, just the leader from Southern Quest. Then comes Lescargo, the Dickler, Glanford Brigg losing ground quickly. Then Spanish Steps and Money Market and Manikou Bay, and they've got just three to jump, and it's Lescargo and Red Rum, the first and second last year, and Red Rum jumps it in front from Lescargo, then Southern Quest, then comes the Dickler, behind the Dickler Spanish Steps, then Money Market still being chased along, then Glanford Brigg and Manikou Bay, and these are a long way clear of Halley Percy and Rag Trade, and these seem to be the only ones in it. But as they go across the Milling Road, it's Red Rum and Lescargo matching strides clear of the Dickler and over to Peter O'Sullivan.
Yes, it's last year's first and second, Red Rum and Lescargo. Red Rum with 12 stone and Lescargo with 11.3 this time. Tommy Carberry on the inside of Brian Fletcher as they come up towards the second last in the National, with the Dickler third, Spanish Steps 4, Money Market 5, 6 Southern Quest and 7 Glanford Brigg and 8 Manikou Bay, and these 8 virtually the only ones left in it now as they come to the second last. Lescargo and Red Rum together as they come to the second last. And they touch down together. Red Rum and Lescargo. On the right of the picture, it's Lescargo, Tommy Carberry. On the left, it's Red Rum trying to make national history with Brian Fletcher, and he's the first under pressure, Red Rum, as they come to the final fence in the National. In third place is Spanish Steps, and over the last, they touch down together. Spanish Steps and Red Rum now with a fractional advantage. Red Rum for Lescargo rather with a fractional advantage now over Red Rum. And Lescargo is going to avenge last year's defeat, and Tommy Carberry is going to become the first jockey in history to win the Gold Cup and the Irish National and the English National, as Lescargo strides clear, 12 years old, to win the National for Raymond Guest. And here he comes to the line, Lescargo, the comfortable winner of the 1975 National, the little hero who won it last year and the year before. Red Rum is second. Spanish Steps come to the line third.
Coleridge for Ireland now with Rubstick. That's the 1-2. Then comes Quick Reply. And Verona third and fourth. Then just after them comes a Benign Bishop. Then comes Meridian. Red Rum now in 7th place. And so they're now on the turn for home. And it's now Rubstick from Harry Bell's stable in the lead from Coleridge. Verona making ground on the outside. Quick Reply right there with a chance. That's the first 4. Then comes the Benign Bishop and Meridian. And that's a leading 6. And they're about 8 lengths or so clear of Red Rum. And I fear that Red Rum won't do it this time. They have 3 fences to go. And it's Rubstick in the lead as they run to it. From Verona. Then comes Quick Reply on the inside, the Benign Bishop on the outside, and then comes Meridian, but they're 3 from home, and it's Rubstick just the leader. He's over safely from Verona. Quick Reply, the Benign Bishop. Then comes Meridian, Coleridge, and Red Rum just jumping it, but they have 2 to go in the Scottish Grand National. And it's Rubstick for Harry Bell and Scotland in the lead from Verona on the near side. Roddy Armitage's stable, and there's a little choose between those 2. And the Benign Bishop now coming there with a chance. And so they're running now towards the final fence. And it's Rubstick for Scotland. In the centre is Verona for England. On the near side, the Benign Bishop also for Scotland, and so too is Meridian. That's the leading 4. This is the last fence to Verona, who stood right back at that one. And it's Paul Kellaway now driving Verona out to hold off Rubstick on the far side, the Benign Bishop on the near side. Then comes Meridian, but it's Verona who wins the Scottish Grand National from Rubstick in 2nd place, the Benign Bishop. Then comes Meridian, and then comes Coleridge over in 5th place, followed then by Quick Reply. Then comes Red Rum, finishing 7th in front of his
team. Lord Hesketh never made any secret of the fact that he was in racing for fun, and one thing was certain.
Another plain fence, and it's Christian now just goes into the lead from Noble Neptune. Then comes April 7th, and they in turn are then followed by Credo's Daughter. Then comes Forest Rock and Captain Christie, and so they completed the 7 on the far side. And the cheers already beginning to come up from the stand, because it's Richard Pittman on Crisp in the lead. April 7th in 2nd place. Noble Neptune is then 3rd. Then comes Captain Christie, and then Credo's Daughter just after them. Verona making up a lot of ground, now goes into 6th place, and so they run now towards the pond fence, and as they do so, it's Chris just in the lead. Then the white face of Noble Neptune. Verona on the far side coming up with Credo's Daughter, but in front of them is April 7th, and at the head of affairs is Chris as they come now towards the pond fence. For the 2nd and last time, it's Chris in the lead from April 7th. They more or less jump it together. Captain Christie now running on once again to 3rd place. Verona is 4th, but they now head for home in the Whitbread Gold Cup, and it's Chris under pressure, and coming up on the outside is April 7th, and there's a little tube between them. They jumped out, and Chris very nearly went, and this leaves April the 7th in the lead, and it's April 7th now going away, but Captain Christie now putting in his challenge as they come now in towards this final fence. It's April 7th, Captain Christie and Chris and Verona are in 4th place, and Bobby Coonan now producing a turn of foot out of Captain Christie, but he's not going to find anything to peg back April 7th and Steve Knight as they come up towards the line. It's April 7th who wins it from Captain Christie. Verona, then comes Chris over in 4th place, followed by Noble Neptune, Highland Seal, Royal Relief, Credo's Daughter, 10 Up, a disappointing run by 10 Up, and then comes Boom Docker, and finally the last one to cross the line will be Forest Rock, who made so much of the running. They now head for home in the Coronation Cup, just over 3 furlongs to run, and Rebo's Son now being joined by Bustino. Ashmore in close proximity on the outside, but it's Bustino for England now goes into lead with 2.5 furlongs to go. From the French train, Ashmore in 2nd place, Contest Loire under pressure on the outer. Then comes Millsbond. Rebo's Son now dropping away into 5th place, but they have a furlong and a half to go, and the 2 leaders under pressure. It's Bustino just in the advantage as they come now towards the final furlong. It's Bustino and Ashmore, these 2 fighting it out, but Joe Merce from Bustino has the edge on Ashmore on the near side, and leaves some mountain. They have 100 yards to go, and it's Bustino for England going to win the Coronation Cup. Ashmore's will be 2nd. That's the one. And they're on their way, and Seabrae breaks.
The 1975 Derby appeared to be between just 2 runners, Alec Head's French 2,000 guineas and Prix Lupin winner Green Dancer, who was made the short price favourite, and from Peter Baldwin's stable, the Irish 2,000 guineas winner Grundy. Or could the Maurice Zilber train fill in a biliary, upset the pair?
Off his Tanzor, and so just over a mile still to run, and as little choose to come now into Tattenham Corner, and it's Tony Murray on Anne's Pretender still in the lead from Nuthatch on the outside. Then comes Red Region on the inside, Nobility just in behind them, but they have 2.5 furlongs still to go, and it's Anne's Pretender in the lead. Here comes Grundy going up into 2nd place, and working very hard on the outside is Green Dancer, but they have 2 furlongs still to go, and and it's Hans Pretender in the lead from Grundy, and then comes Nobility, Whipping Trick, Green Dancer, and Royal Manacle, and so that's a leading half a dozen, but it's Grundy who's now burst forth into the lead, and they pass the furlong from home marker, and it's Grundy for England in the lead, Nobility for France in second, and Pretender in third, as they come up towards the line. Grundy, the hope of England, coming over the line. It's the winner of the Derby from Nobility, running on to third place, Hunter Dancer in front of Whipping Quick and Pretender. Then comes Green Dancer followed in by Royal Manacle, Dominion, Fidian. Then comes Nuthatch, Romper, Red Regent.
The winning distance of 3 lengths was the longest for 12 years, and the time the third fastest since the war, after Nijinsky and Snow Knight.
It's Pat Edry on 1 over par, just in the lead from Brilliantine on the inside. Tony Murray on Anadymene right up on the outer. Then comes Moonlight Night nearest the rails and making a run towards the outer also. Harmonised, but they now head for home in the Oaks and on towards the 3 furlong from home marker. And it's 1 over par, now being challenged by Harmonised. They're the leading 2. Juliet Varney now cruising right in behind the leaders, but they have 2.5 furlongs still to run. And it's Harmonised in the centre, 1 over par nearest the rails. And Lester Pickett trying hard to reduce Juliet Varney on the outside, the 2 leaders, and so that's a leading 3 with a furlong and a half to go, and it's Lester Pickett and Juliet Varney now gone into the lead from Harmonised. Val's Girl, Moonlight Night appears to have it all to do, and so on towards the final furlong, and it's Juliet Varney coasting away to a very easy victory here from Val's Girl. Moonlight Night with 100 yards to go, another Oaks winner here for Lester Pickett as he comes up towards the line on Juliet Varney, who is the winner from Val's Girl, Moonlight Night. Then comes Mayhill in fourth.
1975 was the year that the syndicate made their first major impact on the Keeneland sales. The main players were known as the Big Three: Robert Sangster, John Magner and Vincent O'Brien. It was at that historic sale that such champions as the Minstrel, Alleged and Be My Guest were purchased. A 3-year plan was put into operation, a major turning point in Vincent's career. Those yearlings developed into the very best of 1977.
Turn now with just about 2.5 furlongs to go. Hans Pretender has taken it up, and it's Hans Pretender with on the near side. Irish Star, King Pellinor is just behind them. Grundy is coming on the extreme right now, and as they have about 1.5 furlongs to go, Grundy coming on the outside, and as they hit the last 1.25 furlongs, it's Grundy out in front, and Grundy coming on, and Grundy coming away, and as they race down inside the final furlong, there he goes, Grundy, and the King is chasing Grundy, but the King is in front. The King of the day is Grundy. In second place is King Pellinor. In third comes Hans Pretender. Then comes Sea Anchor, Irish Star.
How's that for taste? Top deck. Lemonade, shandy or limeade and lager.
After tremendous hardships, after great physical and financial courage, is in business. While one part of Britain is busily making money, another is just as busily spending it. Royal Ascot again gives everybody a colourful excuse. Stable boys on the march, giving point to their strike, plus a letter of protest from head lad John Casey to the Queen's representative, Lord Abergavenny. But in the Royal Ascot tradition, it was all serene, peaceful and tucked away out of sight, just in time for the arrival of the royal party. Ascot without Mrs. Shilling and her hats would be like strawberries without cream, or some poor peacock without his rudder. Everybody's getting in on the act. In the paddock, Her Majesty and Prince Philip take a closer look at the entries in the day's big event, the Ascot Gold Cup. Cigaro, an Irish entry, and the expected favourite. The formalities of the paddock over, it's back to the pleasant relaxation that makes Royal Ascot the unique occasion that it is. The Gold Cup is an important race, so there's a parade. Cigaro, the favourite. Le Bavard and Girondot. Lester Piggott on Cigaro. Joe Mercer and Zaab, another French challenger, all going smoothly into the stalls. Starters' orders. And they're racing. 2.5 miles to cover, so for the first few furlongs, nobody is in a hurry. Into the straight for the first time and past the grandstand. No cheering yet. There's another circuit to go. The field settling down. This is where tactics take over. Filominski in the lead, then Le Bavard and Cambalda. Round the bend and into the country, just over a mile from home. The pace stepping up. Le Bavard's there, Cambalda and Mistigri, Cigaro in 5th place. There's a lot of bumping and boring going on. They're turning into the straight. Cambalda leading the group with a clear lead over Filominski. Lester Piggott on Cigaro is moving up, and with the post in sight, he hits the front. No trouble at all. Mistigri, Le Bavard, Cambalda close in his heels. But there's no doubt about the winner of this year's Gold Cup. It's Cigaro all the way. Mistigri is eventually disqualified, leaving Le Bavard second, Cambalda third. And Cigaro takes his rightful place in the winner's enclosure. And Lester Piggott notches up his 7th big win, another record at sunny Royal Ascot.
None of man's fantasies of evil can compare with the reality of Jaws.
Damn fish. But I'll catch him and kill him.
Did you hear your father? Out of the water now!
This shark, swallow you whole.
From the best-selling novel, Jaws, rated PG, may be too intense for younger children.
They're all in. They're under starters' orders. And they're away. And Bustino himself is one of the first to show, from Grundy on the outside, and then Highest racing up now to take it up from Kinglet. And it's Highest from Kinglet and Bustino, the 3 stable companions, with Star Appeal on the outside of Bustino, then comes Grundy. Then just in behind Grundy is Ashmore, and then Dibbydale, and then comes Dahlia, then On My Way and Card King. And Libra's Rib is the back marker as they go down towards Swinley Bottom at a really blistering pace, with Highest in the lead. From Kinglet in second and Star Appeal third, and 4 is Bustino, 5 Grundy. 6 on the outside is Ashmore, 7 on the inner, then comes Dahlia, and 8 is Dibbydale, and then just in behind them come Card King, On My Way, and Libra's Rib, and already they're coming up towards the mile marker at a really blistering gallop still, with Highest going on from Kinglet and Star Appeal, then a gap of 3 lengths to Bustino, then comes Grundy. Behind Grundy is Ashmore with Dahlia, then Dibbydale and Card King and On My Way and Libra's Rib, and only 7 furlongs to run now in the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes, and it's Highest in the lead from Kinglet, and then comes Star Appeal, and then Bustino. Behind Bustino is Grundy, then Ashmore, then Dahlia, then Card King, and then Dibbydale, then Libra's Rib, and On My Way is the back marker of the 11 runners. And now it's Kinglet who's going on. Kinglet from Highest, and then Star Appeal, and then Bustino. Bustino making relentless progress. Back in 5th place is Grundy, but closing with them. And then comes Ashmore, and then Dahlia, and it's Kinglet from Star Appeal now as they race towards the 5 furlong marker and pass it. It's Kinglet in the lead from Star Appeal in second, and Bustino third, and Grundy 4, and 5 Ashmore, and 6 is Dahlia. 7 just behind them. Libra's Rib making good ground towards the outside. Then Card King. Behind Card King is Dibbydale, then On My Way, and they're past the half-mile marker now and racing towards towards the home turn, and it's Bustino has gone on from Grundy, and it's Bustino now in the lead from Grundy, the favourite, in second. Then comes Star Appeal third. Dahlia's coming there strongly four. Behind Dahlia is Ashmore, then Libras Ribbon, Card King as they level up for home, and Bustino from Grundy in second. Star Appeal and Dahlia, then Ashmore, then On My Way beginning a run towards the stand side at the 2 furlong marker, and it's Bustino, Joe Mercer being pressed by Pat Emery, now Grundy, then Dahlia in third place as they race towards the furlong pole. It's Bustino and Grundy together, then comes Dahlia, then On My Way, Bustino on the far side, Grundy on the near side, the 3-year-old and the 4-year-old as they race into the final 150 yards, and it's Grundy going on from Bustino and Dahlia and On My Way. Bustino's fighting his way back, but Grundy's holding him on as they come to the line. Grundy wins it, Bustino second, Dahlia third, On My Way 4, Card King 5.
Yes, well, yes. Well, I was wondering if you could offer me accommodation for a few nights.
Well, have you booked?
I'm sorry?
Have you booked? Have you booked?
Oh, no. Oh, dear. Why, are you full?
No, we're not full. Not full? Of course we're not full.
Well, I'd like
One moment, please. Yes?
Single room.
Your name, please. Could I have your name?
Melbourne.
1 second, please. Hello? Yes, Mr. O'Reilly. Well, it's perfectly simple. When I asked you to build me a wall, I was rather hoping that instead of just dumping the bricks in a pile, you might have found time to cement them together, you know, one on top of the other in the traditional fashion. Could you fill it in, please? Oh, splendid. Yes. But when, Mr. O'Reilly? There. Yes, but when? Yes. The flu, yes. Both names, please. Yes, I should have guessed, Mr. O'Reilly, out of the potato famine, I suppose.
Yeah, I beg your pardon?
Would you put both your names, please? Well, will you give me a date?
I only use one.
You don't have a first name.
No, I'm Lord Melbury, so I simply sign Melbury.
Go away. I'm so sorry to capture you waiting, Your Lordship. I do apologize. Please do accept my forgiveness. Now, is there anything that I can do for you? Anything?
Yes, well, I have filled this in.
Oh, please don't bother with that. Now, a room, a special room, a single, a double, a suite? Well, we don't have any suites, but we have some beautiful doubles.
Oh, no, just a single.
Just a single, absolutely. How very wise, if I may say so, Your Honor.
Yeah, with a bath?
Oh, naturally. Naturellement.
Well, I shall be staying for 1 or 2 nights.
Please. Manuel! Well, it's rather grey today, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is rather.
Yes, of course, usually down here it's quite beautiful, but today is a real old rotter. Manuel! Still, it's good for the wheat.
Oh, yes, I suppose so.
Oh, yes, I hear it's coming on wonderfully at the moment. Thank God. Oh, I love the wheat. Oh, there's no sight like a field of wheat waiting.
First, and he is the early leader. From now, Speedy Dakota on the inside who goes up, and right on the rails is Bell Noble, pacemaker for Nobilia, and it's Taffy Thomas who takes Bell Noble right up into the lead. Dobinion now going second in front of Mansfeld 3, then Sir Penfro 4, Ronsky is 5. 6 is Speedy Dakota. Leicester has the favourite Nobiliary well placed up on the outside, and followed by Royal Manacle, Star Appeal, the German horse. Then comes Taros, and the back markers are the Frenchman Beau Buck, then Bold Parrot, then One Lock Head, Reimer, Dial a Lad, and last of all at the moment in 16th place is Hunza Dancer. They've come almost 3 furlongs, and it's Bell Noble making the running from the Italian hope, Mansfeld in second, Speedy Dakota 3, Ronsky 4. Then comes Leicester, poised there on the outside, Nobiliary going awfully well, the favourite, as they race down the far side towards the final 5.5 furlongs. They're not quite yet at halfway in this Benson and Hedges Eclipse Stakes, and it's still Bell Noble, the maiden, cutting out the pace for the favourite Nobiliary, but Mansfeld is second. Nobiliary now goes up third, and Leicester taking no chances about getting boxed here at Sandown. And then comes Speedy Dakota and Ronsky, 2 more from France, followed by Taros, One Lock Head. Then comes a Royal Manacle. Still last is Hunza Dancer, swinging for home. They're inside the final half mile, and it's Mansfeld now who's gone on as Bell Noble weakens very rapidly. It's Mansfeld from Nobiliary. These two from Taros running awfully well for England in third. One Lock Head in the colours that Coudafert carried last year, coming strongly inside the final 3 furlongs now, as we see them now head on, and it's Mansfeld, Nobiliary, and Leicester hasn't moved a muscle yet. It's Mansfeld, though, who comes under pressure. Marcello Andriucci from Nobiliary. Then comes Taros inside the last quarter of a mile. Sir Penfro making a run. So is Reimer. So is Dominion. Bell Noble is last. Coming towards the closing stages, Taros now takes up the running. Big pressed by Star Appeal, Nobiliary and Mansfeld. Inside the last furlong, and it's Star Appeal and Taros now from Nobiliary. And then comes Royal Manacle, but racing for the line. It's going to be won by the German horse. It's Star Appeal and Greville Starkey clear. Racing to the post, it's Star Appeal from Taros, and Royal Manacle at the line. It is Star Appeal the winner, Taros, Royal Manacle, then Nobiliary, Hunter Dancer, who came with a tremendous late run, then Dominion.
Bolkonski under pressure from Lianga and Rose Bowl as they race into the final 25 yards now. Bolkonski from Lianga and Rose Bowl as they race up towards the line. Bolkonski, Lianga and Rose Bowl, and as they come to the line, it's Bolkonski from Lianga and Rose Bowl, and it's Bolkonski the winner. A photo for second and third between Lianga and Rose
Christmas
Bowl.
with your brother?
Well, I'm not. Thought you were spending Christmas with your parents.
Well, I'm not. You're all on your own?
Yeah.
Well, Christmas time?
Yeah, what difference does that make? It's just the same as any other time. Except everyone's on the scrounge. He's already had the milkman. He'll be the newspaper boy next, but he's due for the shock, I'll tell you. Nobody's looking at that front gate, eh? Martin Borman lives here. He won't be getting anything but a start, I'll tell you that.
Look, Wigsby, you can't go on like this. They will think Martin Borman lives here. You're becoming a recluse.
Yeah.
You ought to get out, get some fresh air. You ought to get out and about and do something.
Just because it's Christmas, it's a big fiddle, I don't believe in it.
What have you got the mistletoe for?
Well, that's traditional. Old habits die hard.
You're telling me. Hey, you've even got a cracker.
Well, just happened to find it lying around.
Shall we pull it?
Can if you like.
Oh, I hate it when they go bang, don't you?
Beginning to tense up, eh? Anyone can see you've never been under fire. So you got the big end. Hey! There's my cracker. And you can have the paper hat.
Yeah, you really mean you are. You don't change, do you, even at Christmas time?
Well, nobody asked you to come down and see me. What did you want, anyway, to come down and see me for? Yes, just a minute. You thought I was away. What did you come in here for, eh?
Well, I just popped in to,
Yeah, to what?
To, leave your present.
Present? You brought me a present?
Yeah.
Where is it?
There.
Yeah. Bath salts?
Devon violets.
Are you trying to be funny?
I know it's not much, but it's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that worries me. Are you suggesting I'm lacking in personal freshness?
You have a bath every Friday, I know that.
Every Friday, whether I need it or not.
I didn't know you were going to take this attitude. Shouldn't have bothered.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry, Alan. It's me. It's been so long since anybody... Here, have a mince pie. I'm sorry. Here, have a drink. Yeah. You're right. It's no fun having Christmas on your own. I realised that yesterday after dinner. I had no one to pull the wishbone with. Look, I had to do it on your own.
At least you got the wish.
Hasn't come true, though, has it? Unless you've seen a nubile young female floating round the flimsy negligee. Cheers.
Yeah, you... Oh,
Well, grouped up together with 2.5 furlongs still to run, and it's Light Duty now coming under pressure as Juliet Varney now comes up to challenge, and so does May Hill, and it's May Hill that now goes into the lead, and so with 1.5 furlongs still to run, it's May Hill on the outside, Juliet Varney between them, and right against the rails, that's Light Duty, but they have 1 furlong still to run, and it's May Hill, and she's just hanging a little bit from Juliet Varney and Light Duty, and with 150 yards to go, Pat Edbury now begin to take May Hill well and truly clear by a length and a half, and at the line, May Hill is the winner.
Chiswick, you're voluntary?
Mm-hmm.
Scanlon? Billy, for Christ's sakes, you must be committed, right? No. You're just a young kid. What are you doing here? You ought to be out in a convertible while bird dogging chicks and banging beaver. What are you doing here, for Christ's sake? What's so funny about that? Well, Jesus, I mean, you guys do nothing but complain about how you can't stand it in this place here, and then you haven't got the guts just to walk out? I mean, what do you think you are, for Christ's sake? Crazy or something? Well, you're not. You're not. You're no crazier than the average asshole out walking around on the streets, and that's it. Jesus Christ, I can't even believe it.
The cheers are out for Roman Warrior on the far side, who's in the lead. But on the near side, it's Import coming to challenge Clear Melody. On the near side, Import and Clear Melody. From the far side, it's Roman Warrior. They're stretched right across the course, and it's Roman Warrior who's going to win it at the line. It's Roman Warrior the winner. Luckmaker is second, Running Jump is third, Import is fourth.
And here is the plaque which commemorates Roman Warrior. He was a great big horse. He was 26 years of age when he passed away earlier this week.
And they're running, and Music Boy, the favourite, comes out very fast. Also does Western Jewel, one of the two fillies. On the outside is the extreme outsider, Hittite Glory, and Alacrita up there just wider than that one. They've come just about a furlong, and it's Music Boy from Alacrita, Hittite Glory, Western Jewel, and Faliraki also running fast, coming towards the end of the second furlong. And they're well grouped at the moment in this Flying Childer Stakes, with Music Boy on the rails in the lead. Alacrita is second. In between them in third place, sandwiched there, is Faliraki. Western Jewel, 4, Hittite Glory is last of the 5. They're past halfway now, and it's Music Boy by a good length and a half from Faliraki and Alacrita, with a lot of white about her face towards the outside. And they're going at a blistering pace here as they come towards the distance, with Music Boy, the favourite, still in the lead under Johnny Seagrave. Here comes Hittite Glory. This is a surprise, the outsider, coming right up on the outside to challenge Music Boy, and it's going to be very close indeed, and Hittite Glory's going to win. What a turn up, coming to the line, and it's Hittite
Glory. Lots of lovely things to eat and lovely games to play. Greetings to my birthday boy. You're 46 today. Come in, come in. Ah, Arthur Jones, good morning. How are you? Sit down, and hurry up. I've lots of work to do.
I'm sorry to disturb you, George.
That's quite all right, old lad. Now, come, don't look so glum. I'm sure it's not that bad.
It's just that I've been thinking, and I've just come in to state, we shouldn't go on using rhymes on cards. It's out of date.
What? Not use rhymes on birthday cards? Come, have you lost your mind? Now, please don't waste my time, lad. You can see Miss Green's behind.
You see, you even speak in verse. It could destroy your health. This thing has gone from bad to worse. I'm doing it myself.
I say, now, there's no need to exaggerate, old chap. I do not always speak in rhyme. That's just a load of rubbish. But birthday cards without a rhyme? No, out of the question.
Oh, well, I thought I'd mention it. It was only a suggestion.
And very welcome too, I'm sure. It's always nice to know that lads are thinking on the job. Ta-ta, mind how you go.
Well, strike a light, of all the nerve. I think it's a disgrace. I know I'm new round here, but still I'd put him in his place. Tell him to take a running jump, obnoxious little worm.
Now, you be careful what you say. He owns the bleeding firm.
The test has chosen the wrong one. It's Bruni all the way now into the final furlong, and it's Bruni striding away to win the Ledger. It's Bruni by 10, 12, 13 legs, 14, 15 coming to the line. It's Bruni, the easy winner.
I want the arms of the man I love.
The arms of the man she loves. Over here, Mr. Spock. Yeah, but you can soon turn him on. But who is he?
He's a Cyberman.
Oh, good. I fancy a glass of that. Where'd you put the money in? And ladies and gentlemen, the part of Cyberman was played by Cyberman. Thank you, Cyber. Give love to all the men. Right, over there, if you will. That was a marvellous performance.
Fandango on the near side. Rosebud holding Gay Fandango as they race up towards the line. It's Rosebud from Gay Fandango. And at the line, Rosebud wins the Queen Elizabeth II. Second is Gay
Furlong. And it's Dahlia coming out to complete the double, being chased by another Frenchman. That's Card King. And then comes the German train star Reveal. Then they come up towards home. It's Dahlia all the way, being chased home by Card King. Then comes Star Reveal.
only 100 guineas left to give you. For I lost the rest at cards last night. Kiss me, my boy, for we'll never meet again.
It is well to dream of glorious war in a snug armchair at home, but it is a very different thing to see it firsthand. And after the death of his friend, Barry's thoughts turned from those of military glory to those of finding a way to escape the service, to which he was now tied for another 6 years. From Night Nurse, Jeff King from Paddy Broderick over that one. Lanzarotte's moved into third. Then comes Mr. Straight 4. And then Sea Pigeon and Ruddy Drake and Mad Mardy and Zellerman as they round the home turn now and have got 3 fights left to jump in the William Hill Hurdle. And it's William Pitt being pressed by Night Nurse. Then comes Lanzarotte. Behind Lanzarotte is Ruddy Drake. And then comes Mr. Straight and Mad Mardy and Sea Pigeon making good ground towards the stand side. And over the third last, Night Nurse jumped it in the lead there from William Pitt. Then came Lanzarotte, then Mr. Straight under pressure, and then comes Ruddy Drake and Sea Pigeon making a little bit of ground, and Paddy Broderick looking over his right shoulder now to see where the dangers have come from. He's never ridden a winner at Newbury. Paddy Broderick on Night Nurse coming to the second last flight in the lead. He jumps it clear of William Pitt and Lanzarotte and Sea Pigeon, and now he's drifted a bit wide there, Night Nurse, as he did at Chepstow, but still got a clear advantage, and coming to the final flight now in the William Hill Hurdle, and it's Night Nurse being pressed once again by William Pitt, and then comes Zellerman in third, but he's a long way clear and really looks as though he's only got to jump it. Night Nurse at the last, he jumps it and goes away from it strongly. Zellerman's jumped it second, then comes Lanzarotte and William Pitt, and striding up towards the line, a comfortable one this for Night Nurse, and Paddy Broderick wins his first race at Newbury, and at the line Night Nurse is the winner, Zellerman is second, and William Pitt third, and 4 Lanzarotte, 5 Ruddy Drake, and 6 is Mr. Straight, 7 is Sea Pigeon, and 8 and last Mad Mardy. And so the result of the William Hill Hurdle is first, number 10, Night.
Saturday night on BBC One. At 5:30, Doctor Who's battle with the Cybermen reaches its climax.
Open that bottle and you'll be blown to kingdom come.
At 5 to 6, Sergeant Dixon defends a constable suspected of corruption.
He reminds me of you when you were pounding the beat.
Me? I wasn't like that.
Saturday night on BBC One. Details in Radio Times.
Back again a year later, but standing between him and a 4-timer was the champion herder-elect, Night Nurse.
Night Nurse, the hope of Bolton, in the lead. Comedy of Errors. The dual champion herder is second. Sea Pigeon is third. Running towards this final flight, and it's still Night Nurse, a good leader from Comedy of Errors and Sea Pigeon. Running to the 8th and final flight in the fighting 5th, and Night Nurse safely over. Comedy of Errors took it second. Sea Pigeon is third. Now has the champion got the turn of foot, because it's Night Nurse, a good leader, racing up towards the line, and Comedy of Errors is going to have his work cut out. He can't do it. He's going to lose his unbeaten record here at Newcastle. This is a new star. Night Nurse, what a horse. He wins it.
Night Nurse was odds on to complete the double the next year, but Bird's Nest.
Never let me go. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me. Do this
From Lianga, the French fill in towards the outside. It's Lianga at the moment going on now from Roman Warrior. Reality is coming free, and then comes Boone's Cabin, followed by Midsummer Star. So at the moment, France is 1 and 3 with Scotland sandwiched in between in second. On the rails, the Irish horse Steelheart, but it's Lianga just from Reality, and Steelheart finishing strongest of all. It's just Lianga from Steelheart, and at the line, Lianga is the winner.
Steelheart making ground over on the far side with Heel and Jamie, and then on the near side, coming home well, is the Fearless Boy in High Award, but it's Clear Melody now in import, with Steelheart still putting in a tremendous challenge over on the far side, and Polly Peacham finishing well towards the near side, but as they come towards the line, it's Import who's going to win it at the line. Import the winner. They come to the final fence, Collingwood on the near side, and it's Collingwood on April the 7th, and then comes Cuckolder, and into the final 150 yards, it's April the 7th from Collingwood now. April the 7th and Andy Chanel go on from Collingwood as they race up towards the final 100 yards. April the 7th from Collingwood and Cuckolder, and at the line as they come to it, April the 7th is the winner. Collingwood is second, and third is Cuckolder.
I tried to reach for you, but you have closed your mind. Whatever happened to our love? I wish I understood. It used to be so nice, it used to be so good. What happened to our love? It used to be so good. So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS. The love you gave me, nothing else could save me. SOS. When you're gone, how can I even try to go on?
Being chased by Navigation and Banner Rambler. Banner Rambler moving up now into second place. Brendan's Road is third. Comedy of Errors trying to get back into it again after dropping way back out of it. And that's Night Nurse in front, and Banner Rambler has gone second. Here they come now over this one, and Navigation is still there and on the inner. And so also on the outside is Brendan's Road. rounding the turn now, and it's Night Nurse in front with a quarter of a mile to go. Night Nurse and Fano Rambler after him, but Night Nurse is way out there in front. Comedy of Errors is trying to get into it on the near side, but it's Night Nurse who's being pushed along now by Paddy Broderick. Here they come now to the final flight, and it's Night Nurse, Fano Rambler, Comedy of Errors. Here he is at the last, and he's over it. Night Nurse is over in front. Fano Rambler is next along the inside. Brendan's Road improving along the inside. It's a battle for all the places except the first one. It's Night Nurse staying out there in front and going on to win. There's a terrific tussle for the second. It is Night Nurse the winner. Brendan's Road is second, and in third place is Bunker Hill, and fourth is Fano Rambler, then Comedy of Errors, then Navigation, then I'm Happy, then Tarabic, and last of all is Another Paddy.
Billy Fish! Mount the mule and ride! There's a chance you'll make it!
Gurkha, foot soldier, not cavalry. Rifleman Machendra Bahadur Guru, wishing you many good lucks.
Ayo, good Kali! Out of bloody ammo. Me too.
Peachy, I'm heartily ashamed for getting you killed instead of going home rich like you deserve to, on account of me being so bleeding high and bloody mighty. Can you forgive me?
That I can, and that I do, Danny. Free and full, and without let or hindrance.
Everything's all right then. God goes forth to war, a kingly crown to gain. His blood-red banner.
They come to the final fence, Collingwood on the near side, and it's Collingwood on April the 7th, and then comes Cuckolder, and into the final 150 yards. It's April the 7th from Collingwood now. April the 7th and Andy Chanel go on from Collingwood as they race up towards the final 100 yards. April the 7th from Collingwood and Cuckolder, and at the line as they come to it, April the 7th is the winner. Collingwood is second, and third is Cuckolder.
64, his will expressly excluded Arlene Iverson. All assets to daughter on 25th birthday. Medical history, breast silicone, Myerson Clinic, 61. Hysterectomy at Lundgrass Center, 69. Following removal of ovarian cysts, same place. Admitted Lundgrass Center, May 70, after auto accident. Information supplied indicates admission result of bodily assault and coincidental with separation from second husband, Iverson.
Anyway, it starts in next.
In front of a top-class field.
I rode in this race on Gain Spirit himself, was a cracking 2.5 mile
chaser, and John Franklin rode Bueller, and we said after about 3 fences, does this guy know we've got to go around twice? Because the gallop he was setting was amazing.
But aren't you somewhere way behind?
No, I finished third, but like a week later.
And Jerry Newman, the rider this time, didn't he come in for the ride very late?
Very late, and we didn't really know much about him. We weren't even that sure we had any breaks at all. But you see this horse, he was like this the whole way through the race. We just never saw him from the second fence onwards.
Yes, well, they are winning. And
autumn days, and with Redrum finding it hard to win now, the partnership between Ginger and Brian Fletcher was becoming uneasy, despite appearances.
Brian was Brian, and he had his own ideas about things, and the horse was starting to get beat. And they said he wasn't giving him a feel and one thing and another. And we went to Newcastle, which he didn't like, and he comes over the last, upsides with, I think of Arthur Stevens, I can't remember his name now. They were locked together, and Brian was just sitting there. And I thought he's going to just go with the horse to the line, pick it up, and give him 1 or 2, and let him beat the other horse, say a neck or half a length, just let him stick his head in front to make him competitive and let him know he's still got to keep up to his job.
He was never going to win the race, Redrum. And I was having to knock spots off him if I was going to be second. And rather than abuse the horse for a matter of 100, 200 pounds at the time, I reluctantly didn't, as Ginger McCain said, hit the horse as I should have done.
And he sat on him all the line, to the line, and let him get beat. I can't think a neck. Now, I'm walking down the course, and I was thinking about, thought, well, he's run tidy, sort of thing, all right, grand, but I think he should have been second. I get there, and by this time the horse has gone, and all the press jump on me because Brian has said, now I do think he was completely and utterly out of order with what he said. He had said to the press, the horse is no longer giving me a feel and should be retired. Now, he may be quite true in what he thought, and that, but he was out of order saying that to the press. He should have waited till I got there, took me on one side and told me. I would have gone home and discussed it with Mr. Lemaire, and then we'd have rethought the thing.
The upshot was that Tommy Stack and Redrum were reunited in the 1976 National.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No immigration too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us. And the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions.